Hey guys, welcome to another pick a card reading. So today we will be looking for any blockages you may have relative to productivity. So if you're experiencing any issues with getting things done, like creating what you want in your life, you have some desires, wishes, hopes, or whatever, and you want to put it in motion, but you just can't seem to get into that flow of energy. So if that is your desire and at the same time you're not managing to do it, there must be something blocking you from it. So if you're experiencing something along these lines, then take a look at these groups and pick your star. So we have group number 1, group number 2, and group number 3. Of course, guys, keep in mind that you should always use your own discernment. This reading may offer you some guidance and direction and perspectives, how you can look at it and approach this issue, and just expand your awareness around it in some way, but always take it as it resonates and if it resonates at all. So without further ado, let's start with the first group. So group number 1, let's see what do you have. So the first card will be the emotional cause, the second card will be the mental manifestation of it. How is it showing up mentally and physically? So let's start. So we have the Prince of Cups in reverse for the emotional space. We have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse for the mental space and the Ace of Cups for the physical space. So the first impression I get about this group is that with this Prince of Cups in reverse, so from my understanding, I approach first the emotional aspect of it because, they're quite closely related, emotional and mental aspect, and then they manifest physically. So at the root, I would say emotionally is a lack of connection in your life, or lack of, I would say this is almost an unwillingness to try to make a connection. And in this case, I'm not even talking about romantic connection, but more like there is a need in you to emotionally relate to other people, other things, and whatever. But somehow that, for reasons that are unknown to me, but that we will pull more cards for more details, but this is a general reading, by the way, so take it as it resonates. But Prince of Cups in reverse here tells me that there is, some kind of, I don't know how to even say it, you're emotionally closed off to creating connections in your life, emotional connections. This can be with anything, friendships, people, life in general, nature, anything, you're kind of closed off a little bit from it. I'm getting a strong word of unwillingness, so I don't know if it's unwillingness to try or whatever, but that's the first card that's coming up. And how is it showing up mentally? It's showing up as a lack of motivation, and also a lack of energy to invest yourself into something. We'll pull more cards. I will just say it now how I see it. And with the Ace of Cups, for how is it manifesting physically, just take a sip of water, sorry. So the Ace of Cups, for how it is manifesting physically, I'm seeing this Ace of Cups in relation to these two cards, emotionally and mentally, as a, like, the reason why you have, there's this like mental unwillingness and also like lack of energy to invest into actually planning and, putting some, more long-term effort into things, because there's, because of this lack of connection that you feel on a general level, I feel like, I won't try to put this in some other words. I'll just say it as I see it, and you take it as it resonates for you, or if it resonates for you. But there's almost like a big focus on, I would say, a romantic aspect of your life, or like you're really focused on finding that one, because I'm just seeing this picture now as like one true grail, like one really big cup that will fill up all your needs, all of those emotional needs that you actually need from the entire world, basically, that you need to feel connected with yourself and with your surrounding, and feel like that emotional freedom in a sense that is without restrictions. I don't know if I'm making sense here, but that's what I'm seeing here. And I will pull 2 more cards, but this actually makes sense, because so if we would try to put this into other words, it would be because of the lack of connection that is a need that you have, and that is connection in general, emotional connection. And for some reason, you are unwilling to seek it out in your everyday life. But then, because of that is physically manifesting as you putting a lot of your energy and focus into searching for the perfect partner, or expecting a lot from a relationship, micromanaging the relationship if you are with someone or whatever. And with this 8 of Pentacles in reverse, that shows up as you being exhausted from trying to find it from just one source. And then there's like very little energy left for you to invest into some practical things, or into taking steps towards your goals, like some long-term energy investment made out of small steps. So basically what this is saying to me is that there is that you need to recognize. So, okay, if you would say, what is your blockage towards productivity? It would be that you have to acknowledge this need for connection. And also you need to acknowledge that connection is not something that you can only experience through a romantic connection, or it doesn't have to come through one person exclusively. It's something you can do in your everyday life. You need to open your heart and see what issues lay here. With this Prince of Cups in reverse, why are you unwilling to seek it out? So let's pull 2 more cards just to see if there's any additional messages. So, okay. Okay. So we have here the Page of Swords and the Hanged Man. So what I would say from these 2 cards is quite literally journal about this. Whatever this is in your case, you're the only one who can figure it out. And, try to focus. Like the Hanged Man suggests meditation, suggests some time alone to think, instead of actually putting that energy towards, because it seems to me like you've already decided where it needs to come from or how it needs to look like, but the Hanged Man asks for you to change your perspective, asks from you to re-examine your beliefs about it. So instead of focusing just on what you want and how you're gonna get it, you should, the Hanged Man here suggests that you should more think about how is it that you want to feel, and focus on that and journal and try to see, what is behind all of that. So let's get another guidance card from here. Is there any card from this deck as an advice or just a finishing message? Okay, great. So we have the Awakening card, and it came out in reverse. So okay, so from this, my first thought was that, changing your mind about this won't be easy, but it definitely will be worth it. So this is not something, not a comfortable process, and it's something that, I don't know how to say it, but like most people would rather never know this about themselves or never even admit to having such an issue or something along these lines. So this is an uncomfortable process, but if you really have that longing for joy, that longing for connection, and it's saying here that because of your need for connection, you're literally not able to thrive in your life currently because your basic needs are not met. I mean, we need connection even more than we need food and water. So, actually through this awakening is how you will reach joy in your life, how you will reach fulfillment. We didn't come here to play it safe. So that's the reading I have for you. I hope it resonated and I hope you got something out of it. And I will see you another time. Bye, group number 1. So group number 2, let's see, what did you get? So first card will be the emotional cause. Second card will be how does it manifest mentally. And the third card will be how does it manifest in the physical. So let's see. So first card we have is the Wheel. Then we have the Magician in reverse for the emotion, for the mental space. And 6 of Wands for the physical manifestation. Okay, so group number 2. With the Wheel in the emotional space, I mean, I'm more drawn to images today. So with the Wheel in reverse and this image representing the emotional cause of your blockage towards productivity, it sort of indicates isolation here. It sort of indicates some kind of separation, that you separated yourself from the rest of the world in some way. So that is on an emotional level for you. We will pull more cards to clarify, but just to go once over them. So with the Magician in reverse, I'm feeling that not a lot of input here with this Wheel is coming in. Maybe there's I don't know, again, as with the first group, I don't know, this is the emotional cause, but I don't know what caused the cause. So that is something you need to look into and always take it as it resonates for you. This is a general reading. But there is some isolation here and lack of, very little input is coming in here. So actually you don't have, in order to be productive and to reach your desires, sometimes we need to hear another opinion. Sometimes we need to, learn from other people, get some outside influences, go out into the world, not stay at home or in our own bubble, so to speak. So with the Magician in reverse, it's saying that mentally, how it's manifesting mentally is that you don't have all the tools at your disposal currently to actually manifest your desires. So, and with that being in the emotional space, isolation, and with this kind of inability to manifest what you desire in your mental space, or just, it's almost like there's just a lack of clarity here. It's not like that you're incapable of something. You just need to let, you see the sea is so far away in the distance, like sometimes, the sea needs to shape the shore or whatever. You just need outside influences as well, because we are so interconnected in this world. And with the 6 of Wands, how is it manifesting physically? So I'm just gonna say it how I see it, guys. You take it as it resonates. If it doesn't resonate, that's also fine. This is a general reading. But what I'm seeing is that physically, how this manifests is almost as a, like in conversations, or when you do get into some kind of a debate with someone, or into a talk about anything, or when you find yourself in some interactive situation with anyone or anything, I'm seeing this need in you that you need to prove that you're right. So I know this might rub some people the wrong way, but I don't mean this in a negative way. This is just like a logical conclusion after these two cards for me. And that's what I feel. So with the Six of Wands, it's almost as if it's not like, oh, you want to overpower someone by proving you're right, but there is this isolation in your emotional space. And, somehow I feel it's more of you trying to prove to yourself that you are enough. You by yourself alone are independent and enough, and you don't need anybody's help or anybody's advice, I mean, of course, we should always listen to ourselves and at the, when we make decisions in the end, but sometimes it's a good thing to listen to what other people have to say, like really listen and really be open to the world and what it can show us. And then, of course, we again make our own decision, but this time it will be a more informed decision. So let's see what other messages can we get. Okay, so any additional messages for this group? Okay. So we have the Sun and we have the Emperor in reverse. With this Sun card today, I'm getting like, give the opportunity and take the opportunity, because I'm seeing this like as literally someone offering you a little piece of enlightenment that is in between, it's coming through this little crack in the circle, so embrace anything that you think can help you or in some way expand your mind. Look at it as some sort of a gift. And also I'm seeing it as a double message, as in give the opportunity to people. You don't have to agree, or you don't have to even think that they're right, but just hear them out, take that opportunity. And with this Emperor in reverse, in between these two cards, I'm getting a message from this Emperor in reverse that, you don't have anything really to protect here. It's like, if you're right, you will stay right. There's nothing, you can't lose really here. So there's nothing to protect. You can only gain something new. Because this kind of argument is happening internally within you, where you're trying to prove something to yourself, that you're self-sufficient in some way, but I don't know, again, where that stems from here. That is something you need to figure out, but this is just what's coming up. And let's see if we have any other card for like an advice or a finishing message. Anything else? Okay. Okay. So we have grounding. Actually, let me pull just one clarifying card on this grounding. Just so I know this one jumped out. So Four of Wands. Okay, so I'm getting a message with these two cards, like that you can start approaching this issue really small, because okay, so if we would say what issue is with your productivity, you don't have enough clarity, about how would you even go about your desires, what would actually be the best tactic, best strategy to tackle it or to approach anything you want to achieve. So with this grounding and this Four of Wands, it's asking you to make a commitment towards seeing how things work. Don't make it about a battle, whether you're wrong or they're right, or they're right. I don't even know what I said now, but you know what I mean. Don't make it about who's right or wrong. Make it about seeing how it works, how other people's mind work. Even if you don't agree with their strategies or ways of being, maybe they will provide you with a contrast or enough information or anything just so you could decide for yourself what you stand for and what you believe in, and then develop all those necessary mental perspectives about, how you want to approach things in life, and that will be your guide from then on. And so that is your kind of that isolation emotionally that you feel in the emotional space also is blocking, I'm sensing some distrust in this group, so I don't know where that is coming from, but this is saying only to commit to observing, at least, it's not, this is a reading about productivity, so that's what I'm focusing on here. So commit to observing and just seeing how it all works, how other people are achieving what they want, what are their thought processes, any input for now. If you're not ready to, maybe you're not ready to take someone's word, just like that, or, I'm not saying you should do that anyway, but, you don't have to do anything with it for now, but to commit to observing. So that's what I have for you, group number 2. I hope this resonated. I hope you got something out of it, that you enjoyed it, and I will see you another time. Bye-bye. Okay, group number 3, let's see. What do we have for you? So the first card will be the emotional space. The second card will be mental space, how it is manifesting in the mental space. And the third card will be how is it manifesting in the physical. So first we have the 9 of Cups. Then we have I don't know how to read this. The Ferald. I don't know how to read it, but it's the healing card, the alchemist. So, and we have the High Priestess in reverse. So, it would be the Temperance in the original tarot. This is Druidcraft Tarot deck, by the way. So, for you, we have the 9 of Cups in the emotional space. So my first thought about that is, so there's some kind of feeling in you emotionally that like you're not happy with yourself, you're not satisfied with yourself in some way, you're not fully enjoying yourself, you're not happy with who you are. I don't know where do you get those beliefs from or why this is like that, but there's just like a lack of self-love or a lack of self-appreciation and self-enjoyment in that sense. Like, you're not happy with yourself or, with a part of yourself. So that's the emotional cause. So I will just go over the cards once and then we will pull more clarifiers. But with this Temperance in reverse, mentally, so I feel like this is something that you avoid to think about, sorta, kinda, because this is not a pleasant space emotionally for you when you get into that energy, so you somehow try to bypass it by not even thinking about it, not acknowledging it or anything of the sort. And then with this energy here in your mental space, there is almost like a lack of, if you're not like really admitting to something, even though you're feeling it, then there can be no healing without that awareness. Like the process of healing that, stepping more and more into self-love, is a little bit delayed. That process of healing will be slower and slower the more you're trying to resist those negative feelings, because sometimes the only way to resolve something is to like go right in it, like okay, I'm ready. What is this about? Why am I not good enough? Why do I feel this way? And then go into those emotions, let them take over you completely, like almost through a hurricane or something. And it's a scary thing to do. I mean, we all run from negative emotions. This is not specific for you, or, it's really the human nature to avoid pain. That is how we evolved. That is how we survived so far. So it's logical and it's smart for survival. But what we're looking for now is not survival. We're looking to thrive. We're looking to be fulfilled. So, and for that, we need these like blockages to be lifted from us, to be healed. And how this is manifesting in your physical world, we have the High Priestess in reverse. So because you haven't healed those aspects of yourselves that, from which you dislike yourself, or, whatever this energy is for you, this is a general reading. Of course, take it as it resonates. If it resonates, that always goes without saying. So the High Priestess in reverse shows that it physically manifests. So let's put it like this. So what is the problem? What is the issue you have with productivity? What is blocking you from productivity? So, or from, achieving what you desire in life, putting in that energy into creation for yourself. So this group is a little bit different from the previous two groups. And with this, I really see that, so because of this unhealed aspects within you that have to do something with your self-worth and self-love, your intuition is clouded. Like I see that you don't see actually, like, a lot of opportunities are out there for you and open for you. There's like a million things you could do, a million ways you can achieve them. And with the High Priestess in reverse, you just don't see any of those opportunities. We see she has her eyes closed, and there could be like a lot of ways that you can go about it, a lot of things that could make you happy, a lot of ways you could thrive, a lot of things you could do in life, actually, or that could fulfill you, make you happy. But currently, because of how you view yourself, how you feel about yourself, whether you admit it or not, your intuition is blocked. So basically that's it. That's your blockage here. So let's pull 2 more cards to see what else is up. So can we get any more information? Okay, I'll pull the second one first. So 1 more. Okay. Let's see what we have. We have the Chariot, wow. And the King of Swords, oh. Well, I'm just gonna say it, like, right now it seems like the perfect energy to, like, with this healing, if you, like, this is not an easy thing to do. Like, you have to be really honest with yourself, really honest about how you feel, and really ready to, cut all the bullshit, cut all the excuses, and just know that you are worth it, and that you are even worth of this, going through this process, and that you will, be successful. Because with this Chariot, it says, like, once you remove this blockage towards yourself, whatever in your life made you feel this way, it's an illusion, it's not true. It's a painful state to, think of yourself that way. And with this Chariot and with the 7, it's saying that, sorry, I'm just looking at the image now. Yeah, I'm seeing that definitely you can tackle this. Like, it may seem like counterintuitive feeling because of what I said. We all want to, like, avoid pain. Like, it's always like that. It's always natural. We'll do everything else before we, like, sit with the pain and just do nothing. Just sit with the pain as long as it needs our conscious presence. And then only things start to get revealed once we are able to sit with those really uncomfortable emotions. So where this King of Swords, has anything, this King of Swords is really harsh energy right now, because it's saying, has anything been working for you lately? Has it been working? Like, be honest with yourself. So what do you have to lose? Just be honest with yourself and accept what you feel and stop denying it. And then that will propel you forward and you will move, and I see here that you definitely have it in you, the strength to resolve this, to create this healing within yourself, and you also definitely deserve it. So let's see, do we have any final message or something like that? So anything. as like an advice or a final message for this group? Oh, yes? Okay. So let's see what it is. Oh my god. Okay, so I won't comment this. I just got a little like shooken up. So this is what's on the other side. Wow, that's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna read this card. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope you got something out of it, and I will see you another time. Bye bye.